Okay, so I had one of my non-black followers um, suggest something to me about the whole fresh and fit, well, fresh getting that Asian woman pregnant. And I actually did agree with her opinion. I had um, I had stated my opinion in one of Sly's chats that he did, one of the streams. I think it was last week, and like only one person agreed with me, and it's really just turned into a huge mess. And I'm sorry if I sound a little stuffy. I've got a cold, but anyway. So I know that she's been doing the podcast rounds, and Myron sounding like a scorned wife, uh, doing going on rants. The whole thing has just gotten to be really ridiculous. Anyway, they apparently, whatever the guy's name is, Fresh, wants her to get rid of the baby, and in my opinion, she needs to. Because for one, he's not stepping up. He's really trying to make her look like she's just some money grubbing piece of filth, and which incidentally is making him look even worse. Um, but also, too, one thing, she said a couple of times that when she was in China, she has always dated men with money. And she has that black man's baby. It's going to change her life, and not for the better. He's not stepping up. He's not trying to marry her. He's not trying to do the right thing. I doubt she can even go home with a black baby. It's the end of the line for her. Um, I heard her say on somewhere that there was some men that were DMing her, offering to be the stepchild. I mean, what kind of men do that? Not any man of any kind of quality. They're not going to offer to be stepfather to a child. These more than likely these are other loser podcasters who will do anything to keep from getting a job and working like real men do. So once they have that black baby, it changes everything. I highly doubt if she'll be able to, get a well to do Chinese man or even a white man after this. And I'm not putting down black men, I'm just stating that's just how it is. I've seen this many times in my life personally, people I personally have met that have had mixed children, and it's only, and for whatever reason, they either divorce, they split up. It doesn't go well for the woman or her children. Very sad. Those men that do tend to pick either white or Asian or whatever, if they get with their men, if there's one who will even have them, he's usually very abusive to the mixed children. Or he's a bum, like in the case of two different women I know. He's a bum and abusive. So I don't think it's going to go the way she thinks it's going to go. No, we never ever think it's going to go badly. Most of us, we always, for some reason, think that things are going to be different for us when they're not. It wasn't the experience that I had growing up. My parents stayed married until my father passed away, like 52 years, I believe, when my father passed away. So my mother actually wanted her brown daughters, and we definitely have her issues with her, but it was never anything to have to do with race, and how well we got along wasn't ever contingent upon how things are going with my father. So, two quick stories. Um, I I worked with this nurse. It was years ago, and she was white, and she had two mixed sons from her ex-husband who was black. She was currently married to a white man and had his baby. And of course, the white man, she would cry the blues at work about how horribly he treated her sons. Um, but, and then she wanted to leave, but she couldn't because she didn't want to take her daughter away from her father. So I asked her one day, I asked her where the boy's father was. And she said that he was back, I want to say Cleveland. I could be wrong, but it doesn't matter anyway. And I said, well, if he's around, why don't you need to send those boys? Those boys need to be with their father. I'm a big believer that boys should be with their dads anyway. And she said that she left because she didn't approve of his lifestyle. And when I asked her, well, what lifestyle? What was he doing? She couldn't give me a straight answer. So that led me to believe that she was just being a bitch and wanted to take the man's sons away from him, which a lot of women do. But she was struggling with the idea of taking this white man, getting rid of this white man who was physically abusing her sons and living off of her, sponging off her, couldn't keep a job for anything. Whatever. So, she didn't like what I had to say about that, and then she stopped talking to me. But that happens all the time. People ask me my opinion. They ask me what I think. I tell them, then suddenly they don't want to talk to me anymore. Anyway, so I was in this mentoring program. This was a much younger nurse, another place. Beautiful young girl. She was mixed, and her parents were never married. Her dad was black, her mom's white, and then her mother eventually married a white man. And they used to just give this girl, like, she was just a gorgeous young woman. And she had so many problems and complexes that because of the terrible things, the way she was treated. Her mother used to blame her for the fact that she wasn't able to do better for herself. She would blame the child. It's very, very sad. And the thing is that it happens. I have a few more stories, but I'm already like 8 minutes in. I'm not going to go long. I just the commenter, she made a comment in one of my other comment sections of one of my other videos, and she brought it up, and I agree with her. Like I said, it may be too late now. Well, actually, it's really not too late because she's already in New York where it's legal, and she's still very early in her pregnancy, but she's all over the place talking about this. And both of them are making fools of themselves, in my opinion. But if he's not going to be in her life or be in the child's life, in my opinion, the best thing for her to do is to get rid of it. It's very sad. I know it's harsh. It sounds mean, but I tend to be very realistic about life. And that's pretty much it.